Welcome to Tabo Eminent channel. On the morning of April 21, 2016, Prince, the virtuosic musician who created more than 30 albums and won 7 Grammy Awards over a 40-year career, is found dead in Paisley Park, his Minnesota home and recording studio. The cause of death was an accidental overdose of the opioid fentanyl. He was 57 years old. In the hours and days after the news broke, fans around the world mourned his death with massive memorials. In a statement, President Obama said, "Few artists have influenced the sound and trajectory of popular music more distinctly, or touched quite so many people with their talent." Prince Rogers Nelson was born on June 7, 1958, in Minneapolis, to musicians Matty Shaw and John Nelson. As a teenager, Prince played in bands with his friends. Thanks for watching. Request you to subscribe the channel. In 1978, when he was 20, he signed his first record contract with Warner Brothers, and that same year released his debut album, For You. Nearly every year after that he released a new album. Prince's sixth studio album, Purple Rain, released in 1984, was a high point. The album spent 24 consecutive weeks at number 1 on the Billboard 200 chart, spawned 2 hit singles, When Doves Cry, and Let's Go Crazy, won the Grammy Award for Best Rock Performance, and sold 13 million copies. The accompanying film of the same name, which starred Prince in a loosely autobiographical role, won the Academy Award for Best Original Song Score. Both the album and the film's success launched Prince to international stardom. Throughout his career, Prince defied and transcended genre. His music fused elements of funk, R&B, rock and pop into what later became known as Minneapolis sound. Famously, he usually played all of the instruments on his albums himself, including 27, ranging from piano to electric guitar to finger cymbals, on For You. He also toured frequently and was known as an especially electrifying live performer. In the years before his death, Prince had been taking prescription pain medication for chronic hip pain. It is believed he was struggling with opioid addiction. In the years before his death, Prince had been taking prescription pain medication for chronic hip pain. In October 2016, 6 months after Prince's death, Paisley Park opened to the public for tours. In 2016, Prince's estate sold more albums than any other artist that year, dead or alive. Prince, the legendary musician and iconic performer, passed away on April 21, 2016, at the age of 57. His death sent shockwaves across the music world and beyond, as he was widely recognized not only for his extraordinary talent but also for his influence on music, fashion, and culture. He was found unresponsive at his Paisley Park estate in Chanhassen, Minnesota. Later, it was confirmed that the cause of death was an accidental overdose of fentanyl, a powerful opioid painkiller. Prince was a musical genius whose career spanned decades. He was known for hits like Purple Rain, When Doves Cry, Kiss, and Little Red Corvette. His genre-defying sound fused rock, funk, R&B, and pop in a way that was uniquely his own. He was also a trailblazer in artist rights, famously battling record labels to gain control of his master recordings. Prince, the legendary musician known for his electrifying stage presence, genre-defying music, and iconic style, died on April 21, 2016, at the age of 57. He was found unresponsive at his Paisley Park estate in Chanhassen, Minnesota. His death was later confirmed to be caused by an accidental overdose of fentanyl, a powerful opioid painkiller. Prince Rogers Nelson was a true musical genius, renowned for his incredible talent as a singer, songwriter, producer, and multi-instrumentalist. Over his decades-long career, he released dozens of albums, won multiple Grammy Awards, an Academy Award for Purple Rain, and was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2004. His hits like When Doves Cry, Kiss, Little Red Corvette, and 1999 became timeless anthems. Known for pushing boundaries, musically, stylistically, and socially, Prince was also a fierce advocate for artistic freedom, famously battling with record labels over control of his music. He even changed his name to an unpronounceable symbol in protest, becoming known for a time as the artist formerly known as Prince. His sudden passing sent shockwaves through the music world and beyond. Tributes poured in from fellow artists, world leaders, and fans around the globe. Landmarks lit up in purple, and spontaneous dance parties broke out in cities worldwide to honor his memory. Prince, the groundbreaking musician whose electrifying performances and genre-defying sound made him one of the most influential artists in music history, died on April 21, 2016, at the age of 57. He was found unresponsive in an elevator at his Paisley Park estate in Chanhassen, Minnesota. The news stunned fans and fellow artists around the world. Just days earlier, he had appeared in public, and though reports surfaced that he had been battling illness, few expected the tragic end of such a towering figure in music. Later investigations revealed that Prince died from an accidental overdose of fentanyl, a powerful synthetic opioid. His death brought renewed attention to the growing opioid crisis in America, showing that even someone as seemingly invincible as Prince was not immune. The musician reportedly had been in pain from years of performing, particularly from hip problems, and had sought treatment shortly before his death. Prince Rogers Nelson was more than a singer or performer, he was a musical visionary. Rising to fame in the late 1970s and early 1980s, Prince delivered an astonishing string of hits, including Purple Rain, When Doves Cry, 1999, Kiss, and Raspberry Beret. His 1984 semi-autobiographical film Purple Rain cemented his status as a superstar. He played multiple instruments, produced his own music, and had a fearless approach to artistic expression. Known for his flamboyant style, sexual energy, and unmatched musical talent, Prince broke boundaries with ease and changed the landscape of pop music. Beyond the hits, Prince was a relentless advocate for creative freedom. He famously changed his name to an unpronounceable symbol during a dispute with Warner Brothers to protest their control over his work. This move, though controversial, was emblematic of his lifelong struggle to control his art and legacy. He ultimately reclaimed ownership of his masters and became a vocal champion for other artists to do the same. The world mourned deeply after his passing. Fans gathered at Paisley Park and in cities across the globe to pay tribute. Landmarks were lit in purple, and fellow artists like Stevie Wonder, Madonna, and Bruce Springsteen honored him in song. His influence can be seen in generations of performers, from Beyoncé and The Weeknd to Janelle Monáe and Lenny Kravitz. Prince left behind an enormous vault of unreleased music, signaling that his contributions to music are far from over. Even in death, his legacy continues to shape and inspire the world. A true original, Prince was, and will always be, one of the most gifted and unique talents music has ever known.